Another kill production.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel and all. And sorry for the background noise. You know, I got a very lively house. But I love them to death. Two things before we get started. Number one, let's fucking go Yankees, man. Let's go Yankees, man. Spank these niggas. It should have been over in 3, but for me, we like a nail biter. We like a nail biter. So fuck the Astros. We're gonna spank y'all niggas. And we're gonna win the World Series against the Padres. Fuck, let's go Padres, man. Word. That's the first thing. Second thing, yo, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the worst week for myself and Natty Baps. Usually, Mike Thomas of freaking predictions. I ain't gonna lie. At least 500. Or if not, or not even Jason Garrett, Mike Tomlin, because 7-9. Right? One game out of 500 or 500. That's usually what we do. We were both 6-8. Horrendous. And how we were 6-8, ladies and gentlemen, that's bullshit. All the bullshit, bro.
Talk about it.
49ers. We're gonna talk about it, but like 49ers, the Browns, Packers, Jags, Saints, Ravens, Bucks, Cards. For my side, eat a dick. For your side, the Bears, 49ers, Browns, Jags, Saints, Bucks, Chiefs, Cowboys, eat a dick for natural side. But I'm your lovely host, Shabazztv, along with the best co-host in the world, Natty Baps. Before we get started, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's get right. So, you got Tommy's on?
I mean, you held it for a long time, so I was making sure you was good. Making sure you was good.
All right. So we started with the Thursday night. It was a snooze fest through and through. Commanders at Chicago. Commanders won. It was honestly, I was nervous. Like, I don't feel like I had the bet and I had the game called it right. I don't feel confident about that though, because the Bears had 3 instances in like the 5-yard line, goal to goal, and they messed up 3 separate times. And then I think once they went for it on 4th and goal and missed.
They went for it all times and missed every single time.
Like
one was a pick off of the dude's helmet, which was like, that's a freak play. Then they tried to run it in 4 times, they didn't get it. No, tried to pass it a couple times, they didn't get it. And the last, obviously, the Darnell Mooney in the pass for him, a little bit short and debatable. He couldn't cross if he played it better, but it was a decent throw, but kind of short from the goal line. And unfortunately, they didn't score. So Bears lose at home. My bro Corbett was at that game, actually. 'Tis a shame. I think the biggest takeaway is that I was right that Carson Wentz sucks.
He's out. He's probably gonna be out for like
He's gonna be out for like 4 to 6 weeks with a like hand injury. Obviously, don't want players to get like life-threatening injuries. So a broken hand, you'll be all right. Put some ice on it. Put some ice on it. The Bears showed something though that I was like really impressed by. That they can like run the ball like well. They just, and this goes for every team, settling for 3 or not scoring in the red zone. We'll talk about my team later on, but the Bears did the same similar thing where they can run the ball effectively. But when it comes to like getting points, that's where the things lie. Is that my?
Yeah, we sleep on the phone together, so she about to go to sleep, so
Anywho, good job with the Commanders. Almost it could have been every team in the NFC East won, but they couldn't because the Cowboys and Eagles played each other. But really strong week from the probably low key looking like the best division in football right now.
That's definitely not a ridiculous statement to make. Real quick about the Bears before we move on. Justin Fields, how can you not like the guy? Like, he literally was dying out on the field, bro. My man was dying on the ropes, bro. And it sucks when your court, like, I'm pretty sure your offensive, they're trying. They're just not good. And some of them are rookies. So, like, rookie, they're going to have that rookie wall. They got to, like, leap over it, right? But, like, in the end of the game, he was like, yo, I'm tired of being, you guys are almost there. He's tired of almost being there. So, they have a good guy. They have a good guy, a good foundation, and he's just only going to get better.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for him to see his development.
Shout out to Brian Robinson coming back from shot.
Shout out to Brian Robinson, man.
He was dope as hell. You said it, Justin Fields thing last thing, and we can move on. You can start transitioning. Like literally, people start like criticizing him on like Twitter and stuff like that. Oh, he's not a good quarterback. You put any quarterback with no weapons and a terrible offensive line, they all are going to look bad.
Thanks.
But as a person who has a terrible offensive line and pseudo weapons, Marcus Mariota. See the segue? My boy Marcus Mariota won again, covered the spread. The 6-0 against the spread this year. 6-0 against the spread. I just didn't think the 49ers would be so lifeless. They have all the weapons. They have everybody. And the Falcons just have Kyle Pitts. But they made it work with just the run game. Like this was I dubbed the week of the upset. The week of the upset. So I mean we're gonna talk about all the games and a lot of them ended up in upsets. But the Falcons, man, they fight. They fight for Arthur Smith. And he shouldn't get fired. They have no weapons. They have nobody. But quarterback, yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired. I think he only threw like 15 passes or even less than that. But they ran the ball. If you can't stop if you know what's coming and you can't stop it, why would I change my game plan?
That's a fact.
Like if I'm gonna punch you in the mouth, you gotta either fight back or like learn to defend it. And the Niners, the injuries are starting to show.
Yeah,
all the injuries that they got over the past couple of weeks starting to low key show up. Nick Bosa being out, Armstead being out, the the safety being out, just towards ACL. Another Niner, I think I heard again. It's like the Niners. What team stays the healthiest tells you who wins the league. The Eagles right now, they have the best. They're healthy. Niners are supposed to be one of the best teams in the NFC. Keep getting hurt, keep getting nicked up, and key players too. But the offense to only score 14 points.
Yeah, I guess that the poorish Falcons defense is. I feel like shout out to the Falcons because they low key could be 5-1. Like I was telling my coworkers today, like they low key, no offense, they squeaked up. They almost they had a lead in the safety net.
We stole that game.
The Saints stole week 1, and they beat Seattle. That's awesome. They could have stole Tampa. They had the momentum against Tampa Bay, but that the bullshit roughing the passer call was like nah. But they can't keep being cardiac kids because eventually, and we'll talk about another team in my mind that are actually being cardiac kids, and eventually it's gonna fuck them up. Like this was one of the game from start to finish. Like the Falcons came to play, so straight shout out to the Falcons. It's like they're the like because on fantasy I played a guy who left the league and basically has like a team like of like IR and people on bye week. So my coworker was like, "Enjoy your bye week," but I'm like, "Yo, I'm just playing who's on my schedule." So they playing who's on their schedule, injured or not. Like you said it earlier, like injuries, like whoever's the healthiest is like gonna win. That's a fact. But at the same time, 49ers only put up 14 against this Florida defense, but you still got Debo. You still got Ayuk went crazy. Great game. But now how they move forward is how having Ayuk be consistent and Debo being consistent. Like have we had both of them going off? Look out. But can Jimmy G do that? I don't think so. Which is why I think we all can see that, and that's why we all like, all right, Trey Lance is going to be the starter, and eventually he's probably going to go. Jimmy G's going to go, maybe to the Giants. We gonna talk about them in a couple games, but he might go to the Giants in free agency. Who knows? We're gonna talk about that. But shout out to the Falcons. Good win, 3-3. Time for leading in the division. Yo, can't be mad at that. Especially everybody wrote you guys off. Like, oh yeah, you guys are going to be trash and all that. So shout out to them. Speaking of a surprising team, 3-3.
If you're zapping, you know it, clap your hands.
Bro, Patriots spank the Browns. And this dude Bailey Zappi, man, like as much as a lot of fans, I'm not really a fan of Mac Jones. Like, I'm like, okay, it's whatever. A lot of people are fans. Kevin Wild, shouts at First Things First. He's a huge fan of Mac Jones, calls him like the baby goat and shit. But you gotta give love to Bailey Zappi, man. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And he's a 4th round quarterback, but he's playing well. Like he hasn't lost a game. When he came in relief, he led the team to victory. Oh no, he tied. No, he was in overtime, lost to Aaron Rodgers, but he came in. He came late. He came in during the game, so that's fine. But then after that, bro, they spanked the Lions and they spanked the Browns. Defense is playing extremely well. That's Bill Belichick straight playing the defense and running the ball. Ramondre Stevenson, if you had him in fantasy, you guys ate because he's a dog. And he's just doing what he has to do. If he has to dig it and dunk it, he threw over 300 yards. So
yeah, people were open. He was like getting the ball to the playmakers.
Like that's what you're supposed to do. Like, yo, you can't complain. Like he's not athletic. Like he's not gonna be moving around. But like, yo, he gets his ball to his playmakers and they make plays for him. Fuck it, you're a rookie. Get right.
Yeah, my boy Corbett. I watch a lot of football with him. I talk football with him like at work while we're like not teaching. And he kind of mentioned something. I was like, let me bring it to the show. Mac Jones was high floor, low ceiling, right? But everyone, he's gonna be a good starter, but he's not gonna like lead you to like he's not special like Mahomes. Like Justin Fields has that kind of special in him. You just gotta give him a little bit more tuned up, a little bit more refined, but he has like some special qualities.
So I didn't put Justin Fields on the Patriots.
Oh man,
no,
ooh.
That's because he's special. Put him with that good offensive line, running game, good weapon. Not great, but good weapons. Yo, and a good defense, bro.
It's over.
Forget it, but continue.
But yeah, it's like Herbert, Mahomes, Allen. Like those are like special players, right? Special young players. Mac Jones is like a Kirk Cousins light, where he has like he can win you games, but he's not gonna blow you away with any crazy stuff, right? And neither is Bailey Zappi. But the difference between the two, Bailey Zappi knows what he is. He's a 4th round rookie. He's happy to be there. Then the players want to play with him because he's not costing you the big mistake. Mac Jones, he's a 1st round pick. He has to be special. He has to be great. He has to do all this great stuff. Where I'm not saying he's like a 4th round talent. He's drafted in the NFL. He played for Bama. He won titles. Cool. But it's like at some point you got to realize Mac Jones there's a high floor but low ceiling. It's all the guys who drafted in his class. I don't really remember on top of my head. Like I don't know. Like I know Fields was one. It's like at some point you're gonna realize Fields is gonna like make that leap. and Mac Jones is gonna get left behind. So I think the Patriots ride out with Zappy. Because there's also a thing too. It's like, damn, we wasted a first round pick on Mac Jones. But we got this 4th round rookie here who's doing his thing. It's kind of similar to the Dallas situation, but different because Dak Prescott was the guy. He is the guy. Cooper Rush is just a nice little story. Like he was able to just ride the ship. But they weren't winning games because of Cooper Rush. They're winning games because of Bailey Zappi not making mistakes, but also like having 300-yard passing game. Like he's doing his job. Cooper Rush isn't doing 300 yards. I don't think he threw for 300 yards like in the last 3 weeks, like combined. Like he's not doing it. He's killing you with interceptions and stuff. So we know Cowboys, boom, they're gonna go back to Dak. 4-1, cool. Thanks, Cooper Rush. You handle your job as a backup. But Bailey Zappi, Mac Jones, he's gonna probably beat the Bears. 3-0 as a starter. Who knows? Quarterback controversy?
That's a fact. And real quick before we move on, we don't talk about the Browns because honestly, they were high. Like a lot of us were high on the Browns. Like, oh, like you guys should be like 5-0, 4-1, better than what your record is. But the defense is spotty. Like Myles Garrett, I think he broke this franchise record in sacks, so shout out to him. But like, other than that, Denzel Ward is a good call. He hasn't shown, besides like 1 week against I think Atlanta, why he got paid that much yet. I think he's gonna have his time, but for right now, I don't know. We can't really put too much stock in the Browns until Watson comes back. So and like he's on track to play because Goodell. I think I saw something today like he's like doing well with his suspension, like, doing it, taking it like a man, owning it up, cool. But Mac Jones, this is all about the Patriots in this game because the Patriots start to finish was the better team. So Mac Jones, before he got injured, was overcompensating because everyone, including us, was like, yo, you're okay. You have a high floor, but your floor and your ceiling is like very close. Like you're at your peak. He was like, oh, nah, like, I'm him. Himothy Butler. Whatever. He tried to overcompensate that, and he ended up throwing 3 interceptions against the Ravens, and he ended up getting hurt. He played above himself. He tries to play above himself, and that's what you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't play above you. If you know what you are, like Bailey Zappi, you said he's just happy to be here. He knows what he is, but he's not throwing interceptions. He's throwing for 250, 300 yards every game. That wins games. When you don't make mistakes, you win games. When you play by the greatest coach ever, yo, it helps. Definitely helps.
Yeah. I was gonna say last point. Zappy led. You don't probably watch college football. You don't really know about college football.
He led the league touchdown.
He led the nation in touchdowns last year in college for Western Kentucky. They're not a powerhouse. They're not Bama. They're not all the other like the powerhouses and Notre Dame's, the Clemson, and all that stuff like that. No, this Western Kentucky, but led the league and led the nation in touchdown passes. Like that's gotta mean for something. Like if he was at a bigger school like Bama, like he'd probably be a first round pick. But no, because he played for Western Kentucky, oh, no one's watching him. But he's doing what he has to do. He's playing within himself, and confidence is key. Speaking of confidence being key, New York fucking stand up, baby. New York stand up. Let's go Jets. Oh my God.
Fuck the Packers.
Fuck the Packers. 1, 2. The Jets' complete domination of Aaron Rodgers. That was a team that's as much of a team win as you will ever see in the NFL. On all 3 facets of the game. That's Zach Wilson. We gotta get you right. Because we got Garrett Wilson, who's supposed to be that guy. He's him. He's Himothy.
He got clamped by Jair though.
He did get clamped by Jair Alexander. But Brees Hall, Michael Carter. They Jets know who they are. Play fantastic defense. Get a few breaks on special teams, a block punt. We love to see that. Quinn Williams showing up. But Zach Wilson eventually has to win you game. He has to be able to not make that big mistake. But like also he almost threw a lot of picks. But he didn't, luckily. But it was a bad decision he made. He like rolled out. almost stepped on the bounce and tried to force it in the end zone. No, just live to see another down. Live to see another down. People don't understand. Quarterback is probably the hardest position in the NFL, next to center. And I think center is harder personally because you got to block fucking Aaron Donald people like that's and snap the ball and not have a fucking. But that's all that to be said. The Jets, I love Robert Saleh. I love what they're doing, and when it took almost our whole lifetime ever since the AFC Championship game that they lost to the Colts. Well, after the Colts and then lost to the Ravens. I think. Point is, Steelers. Sorry, they finally have that young talent playing within them, like they are playing within themselves, realizing that we got second round picks, first round picks everywhere on this team. Let's come together and actually have something substantial, and that comes down to coaching. It comes down to coaching and development of players. And man, they play the Broncos this week.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna have Broncos pack.
You know that Nathaniel Hackett, son. Let's go,
Nathaniel Hackett packet.
Nathaniel Hackett packet.
Yeah, shout out to the Jets, man. They're really playing very, very, very good football. But the Packers, bro. Last week I said it. Aaron Rodgers was in my lock the fuck in before I tweak out. He did not lock the fuck in at all. Like, bro, I know the defense of the Giants. I said Giants of the Jets is underrated. Very good, actually. Sauce Gardner is playing like a hell of a lockdown corner. Good instincts. He almost had a pick six, but it got called back. Cool. Like on the first drive, my boy. The first drive, bro. That would have been that would have been a move killer off the rip. But Aaron Rodgers, I know, like he hurt his finger. I think he hurt his thumb on that Hail Mary attempt. But there's no excuse. Like the Jets are not that good where you don't score until late in the game. No, that's not okay. Like, you guys didn't run the ball either. Wait, I gotta get the facts. Let me get the facts right. Because if y'all saying, we run the ball and play defense, no, bro. Defense actually was right. Besides that big ass run Brees Hall had. But Aaron Rodgers, you threw 41 times, 246, and a touchdown. But you run the ball collectively as a team 20 times. 20 times you guys run the ball, bro. That's not good. That's not conducive of a good team. Especially when you have very little receiving depth. You need balance. Now, you guys have an easy schedule on the way. You got to play Washington, and we already know how we feel about Washington. Bro, but then y'all play the Bills after that. Y'all going to get spanked if y'all can't develop some balance. You have a good to great RB tandem. It's time to utilize that. I'm really repeating the same shit I said last week. You guys said, we're going to run the ball this year. We're going to utilize A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones. They might be both the passing game as well, but they're not getting touches, bro. They're not getting touches. And that's on coaching as well. Like, it's Matt LaFleur, bro, you got to lock the fuck in too. Because if y'all use the Commanders without Carson Wentz, because odds are he probably won't play. Y'all lose to them. Huh?
Taylor Heineke's playing. He's starting.
Y'all lose to Taylor Port Heineke. Bro, it's over. It's over. Like Kenny Smith, let's go home. It's over. Your playoff hopes are finito. Because then you play the Bills, and then you play the Lions, who have a good offense. Then the Cowboys, then the it's just y'all lost to the Giants and the Jets. That means we throw an alley to y'all. Y'all see the memes? Y'all saw the memes. Giants beat y'all through the alley to the Jets, and the Jets was like, "Hey, we gonna beat y'all too." Y'all gotta really lock the fucking as an entire organization. Cause damn, that's bad. That's bad for business.
I think I said I forget my three. I know one of them was Mike Tomlin, the other one was Rams offensive line. I forget my third one. I think it was Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if it was.
I think mine was Trevor. I think it was Trevor Lawrence. We gotta start writing these down.
We gotta write these down and keep them on the spreadsheet on the side. But Jaguars, man, they lost 3 straight to the bum ass Colts. The bum ass Colts making my Matt Ryan Cook predictions looking like cheeks right now.
Yeah,
He
my
threw
boy
like
too.
he threw like 300 plus yards, huh?
Yeah, bro, my money was
The
cooking.
Jags defense was like supposedly great. They still can't. Like, the Colts can't run the ball for shit though. That's that.
Without JT,
They
nah.
can't run the ball for anything. They can't run the ball with him either. They just can't run the ball. But I thought the secondary for the Jags would be better, and they were not. But
Yeah, my boy.
here's the saving grace. What? They're 2-4, 2-4. The weak AFC. You have a
AFC South. AFC South
AFC South.
is weak.
Weak
You can't say the AFC is weak.
The weak AFC. The play.
Ah,
Weak AFC South. Weak AFC South. You already have a win against the Colts, so you have a tiebreaker, and you smoked the Chargers. So you have a quality win. So it's like, all right, can we like snap out of this funk? But you guys play the Giants, and that's if you guys lose to the Giants, become 2-5. No, it's not saying the Giants is a bad loss. What's a bad part is that you will have lost 4 straight games where you could have beaten the Texans, or you could have beaten the Colts, but lost. Like both games are you lose in the last seconds. You last in the last minute of the game. The Eagles, you were up 14 and then have 4 fucking fumbles by your quarterback. Like 3 separate instances back to back to back. Those games that you lose, you either gave up the lead in the last minute of the game, or your offense just couldn't do anything. Because you were running the ball on Indy. You were running the ball like up and down the field. Though they came to Trevor Lawrence to make a play, they only scored 27 points. I'm not saying the Colts defense is trash, but I'm saying it's like at some point you had to get points, and you couldn't do it. And your defense let you down, especially in the back end. You'll be fine, but you have to get out of this losing streak. Have to get out of this losing streak.
Yeah. Shout out to the Colts. They winning. They catching dubs, and that's all. That's honestly all you can say. Like they're getting dubs where they can, so you can't complain about that. I think that the Jags got to get it right somehow, and their favorites against the Giants. Part of me is like, take that bet, but we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But like, yo, they gotta lock the fucking because they had the game. Trevor Lawrence, he had rushing touchdown, so he's like very mobile.
Get 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them tanks. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't complain. I think he had one over the air as well. So he played well, but we just gotta see more points on the board. 27, and we're saying like 27 is not a lot. 27 is a lot of points. It is. But the defense gotta clean some stuff up. They're good against the run. And they're decent. They just gotta improve against the pass. Now, it doesn't help when Matt Ryan's fucking slinging that bitch 58 times, and that last shot was a freaking deep bomb to Alec Pierce. Like, but then Michael Pittman dropped for like 130. So for me, you can't do that. But you got to play the Giants. We can talk about that tomorrow, where they don't have any receivers. They have Daniel Jones, but they got Saquon. They got Baquan. So they stop him. Yo, it's possible. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow, though.
You know what's crazy? The Colts would have paid both division. They would have played the division rivals back. Like they already beat they split the series with the Jags. Then they played the last game of the series against the Titans. They don't have another division game for a minute. Like they don't play the Texans till like the end of the season.
Wow. So
it's like, damn.
They're gonna get right. I got faith, though. The Prince I was promised. He's not looking very princely right now, but with the princely, that boy Kirk Cousins. I'm joking. That boy Justin fucking Jefferson. That's who the fuck is locking in. Yes, sir. Now they taking it with a grain of salt, because I believe if Tua would have played, Dolphins would have won, because he doesn't turn the ball over. They had like 2 picks, I think a fumble. Like the Vikings defense did all right, but they gave out like 400 yards in the air. That can't happen. That cannot happen. Now there's back-to-back weeks where, for me, like they had Justin Fields going crazy, and then they had Teddy Bridgewater going crazy as well. So like Like I know Tua, I know Tyreek and Waddle are elite, but like yo, you got one of them. Both of them went off for 300. Y'all lucky that got the dub.
Yeah,
because of the pick, the last second pick. But they just got to improve. But 5-1 again. I think I said it 2 weeks ago or last week. They're winning the games. Not that they're supposed to win, but they're winning the close ones. If it's close, last year they would have folded. You changed your thing to purple because of Vikings. Last year they would have lost those. This year they're winning those. That's a credit to coaching. And that boy Kirk Cousins is icy with his chain. So, the bye, get healthy, get right, and then just try to stack up them wins. Because I think they honestly could be the number 1 seed. They can contend with the Eagles as the number 1 seed.
they
have
the
Eagles got the tiebreaker against them. So, like, if they end up with the same record, 2 seed. But, yo, I know I think they play in the Dome, right?
Yeah.
They're a Dome team, so they won't even have home field advantage anyway. Because if they Minnesota in January.
Minnesota has a home field advantage.
They
have a home field advantage. Like playing on like at Minnesota, like hearing this shit. Let's go. Look, bro, it gets annoying as shit. They pack that shit. But I'm gonna talk about the Dolphins, man.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the Dolphins. Like I know they lost 3 straight, but no, they played the Bengals, good team, and then they played who they played last week. Fuck.
They played the Jets.
They played the Jets without Tua. Teddy got injured, but then they lost to them. So now they lose to the Steelers Sunday night. Then it's like, whoa, like Mike McDaniel gotta do a lot of adjusting. But Tua's gonna be back. I think we're gonna talk about it tomorrow, but I'm not too concerned about the Dolphins. We knew they're gonna have like a little rocky mode. So like right now they're 3-3. A lot of teams in AFC, NFL in general are 3-3. So I'm not too concerned about it.
They play the Steelers and then they play the Lions. So they have a chance to get back right. Even if they lose, they slip up against the Steelers. Because again, the AFC isn't that like there's a lot of teams that are like 3-3, 2-4. Yeah. You'll be fine. You just gotta start stacking up wins. But yeah, I think you were right though. Because here's the thing: like the Vikings defense is not that strong. They had like they're opportunistic and got the turnovers, but they're not as like oh my god like full on dominant like the Broncos or like the Bucks or like anybody else like or the Niners. We even know like these are all blips, but like damn, they gave up like 400 yards of offense or like 500 like, and it's in Miami. Like I don't know if you saw that picture. Like, you can start like moving.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Dolphins, like their bench area was like 85, 90 degrees, and the Vikings was at like 100. It's like, damn, like you are getting cooked. You are sitting on the sideline as a defense as an offense rather, for so long and getting exhausted, and the defense is getting exhausted. But they find ways to win those games where you don't think they are going to win. So good job with the Vikings. Let me pull up the stats because here's the sad part. Because when I tell you these stats, you're gonna be like, "How the hell did you lose?" They have a tandem. They have a special tandem. The Bengals have a special like they have a special team, a special quarterback, a special receiver, where it's like, damn. So starts the game off 3 and out. Cool. I'm like, all right, defense, do your thing. But keep in mind, we're missing the top 3 receivers. We're missing a lot of them. So it's like, damn. So who's gonna guard Chase? Who's gonna guard Chase? And who's gonna be our pass catchers? Right? This dude, Jamar Chase. You wanna guess the stat line, bro?
I think he had like 10 for like 160, right?
He had 7 catches, $132, 2 touchdowns.
Oof.
His last touchdown was a 60-yard run off a broken tackle. You know who would have been guarding him? Marshawn Lattimore. So here is also the sad thing too. We couldn't pass the ball for shit. We had 171 yards passing. We had 228 yards of rushing. They had 75.
So you had almost 200 yards, 400 yards. You had 400 yards.
we had almost 400 yards of offense. So I was like impressed by the fact we had 399. I was like, damn, the fact that we had like we didn't turn the ball over. We had time of possession. We had one more penalty than they did. But it comes down to this. I always say this every single week. I say this about every game, and I've been consistent. You can't turn the ball over. We did not. You can't shoot yourselves in the foot. We ran a little bit, but they did too, right? We also had 3 sacks. They only had 1. So it's like we were getting after Joe Burrow. But then after like the third quarter, they just played in shotgun. And they realized how bad the offensive line is. They just played in shotgun. They're like, yeah, we're just going to do this and like have him think the decision because he can't drop back. Because by the time he drops back, boom, pressure's in his face. You cannot settle for 3 every single time. We were moving the ball down their throats. Pause. And we scored 6 points in the second half. We were up 20-14. 23-14. Then they do a little bit. They score a touchdown. Cool. We had the ball left. It was like 3:30 or 4 minutes left. 3 timeouts. They had like 1 timeout. We couldn't get a first down. We tried to get cute. Instead of just run the ball down their throats. So it's just like these are like the tough games where like no one's expecting you to win. Like, oh, Bengals should have blew us out. Because we were down our top 3 receivers. We have a defense who's depleted with injuries. The team is hurt. Like that's just there's no sugarcoating. We are hurt. But we played above our like competencies. We almost won the game. And it's one of those things like, damn, if we could have stole that and got back to 3-3, that momentum was like, oh, we were hurt and we still won. But now it's just we were hurt and we lost. We lost the game and we should have won. So that's one of those like damn. It's like I'm proud of the team fighting. I'm proud of Andy Dalton. He got hurt with his back, so now we have Winston and Dalton hurt with backs.
Well, but Winston's back now, right?
Yeah, Winston's coming back a little. He might be back. But hey, Olave is going to be back. Lattimore might be back after this week because it was kind of a short week. So 10 days rest for the Raiders game. We have there's a potential to go on a run here, but we gotta get right. We gotta stop settling for 3. We gotta score touchdowns, and we're good at the turnover department. We've been fantastic with the turnover department. But man, shout out to the Bengals, man. They got special players, man. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. That's an exciting tandem for years to come.
I have nothing to add. Cause you say games you're supposed to win. My Ravens let me down, guys. Let me down, and it was a lot of pain at like 4:00 on Sunday because throughout the week, y'all know Matt, guest he gonna be guest tomorrow on the show, nigga he was like, yo, John's gonna win, bro. My guy who makes my sandwiches, bro. He's a Giant. Well, he doesn't. He's the head guy. He's a Giants fan. My boy Ottawa, good friend, high school friend, my brother, Giants fan. One of my mans that goes to Oneana Sports. He wants to be like a sports agent. My son Jaden, Giants fan. My coworker Alonzo is a Giants fan. He's a toxic Giants fan because he was saying the whole week, oh, we gonna spank y'all. We gonna spank y'all. Bro. Natural fucking cold it. I spit mad much just now. That's cool though. And just allow me to take the floor here. I don't need your input. You know what I'm saying? So the 2 key things Natural always preaches. You can't turn the ball over and you can't commit penalties. Right? So you see the Saints almost had 400 yards of offense. Well, the Ravens did have 400 yards of offense. We had 200 yards rushing the ball. We had 7 yards a play. We are top 3 in the league in yards a play. So we're moving the ball on everybody. Every single game we've been in, 6 weeks, we've been up by double digits. Every single game. At one point in the game, we've been up by multiple scores. We are now 3-3. We could be and should be undefeated. In this game alone, Lamar threw a bad pick. Me personally, when I seen it happen, I was like, fuck, you can't get mad about it. He wants to make a play. That's cool. That's cool. I can't get mad at that. But the second time, man's Kevon Thibodeau finally got his first sack. It was a strip sack, and you know what I'm saying? Our defense played well. We had 10 penalties. That gave them, it was 3rd and 5. Daniel Jones missed the throw. Holding defense. Legal hands to the face. Defense. Face mask. Defense. Phantom face mask calls by you, but still calls on the defense. A hold, pass interference in the end zone where it led to a pick, but when you're looking back, it wasn't really a pass interference. The guy tripped on his own man's and made it. But again, you gotta respect the call. I don't actually don't like Marcus Peters, but I looked at the replay. I was like, yo, that was not PI. That was not PI. He caught the pick. That would have been GG's. But that's cool. Defense held. We were locking shit up. I'm not mad at the loss, but my last thing I will say is we gotta tighten the fuck up. We played a hell of a game. Bateman was out, and we still was moving the ball. Andrews is him. I don't know what happened with JK, but Kenyon Drake, great backup. I'm glad we have him because he went off. And Lamar is still Lamar. We gotta stop the turnovers. We gotta stop committing penalties. And I will say this about the Giants. You know how I mentioned the cardiac kids? That they gotta stop being cardiac kids or when they gonna slip up. Giants is who I was referring to. Because they've been in every single game they've been in. And they fucked up against the Cowboys. And they should have lost to the Titans. They should have lost to the Panthers. Should have lost to Green Bay. Should have lost to Baltimore. But coaching. Brian Daboll is a hell of a coach. Coach of the year. As of the third way to the season, he is coach of the year. Fuck Sirianni being 6-0. No. You turned a team that was scheduled to only win 5 wins this year, and they tied that in 6 games. One more win, they overexceed their win total expectations. That's coaching. Now, Daniel Jones is still not, he's not it. He is horrible. I don't care if he threw 2 touchdowns. No, he is not it. So in the draft, free agency, they got to get a new guy because this team is good. New York, stand up. I'm happy for the Giants that they won the game, but at the same time, it came at the expense of my fucking team. Ravens had this game won, and we sold. And we got to lock the fuck in against the Browns, who are sputtering right now. We better win this game. Fuck you talking about? Let's go Ravens. Ravens flock. Fuck are you talking about? Moving on. Bucks at Steelers. Word, yeah. That was, you felt the emotion?
I felt the emotion. I was just going to say you're right with the turnovers and penalties. That's basically what made you lose the game. The game should
bailed out, man. Bailed out, man.
Steelers. Mike Tomlin. This is why you don't bet against this man. And 10-point underdogs, bro. 10 against a Bucs offense. I have been saying for weeks that Tom Brady is not him anymore. He's not. I'm not saying he is not the GOAT. But the GOAT, that's over. Whatever, fine. He's not my GOAT personally. You know, my personal goal is Drew Brees. You know, for me, that's makes me warm, makes me smile. But Tom Brady, man, that offensive line, I'm like a fucking Nostradamus, bro. I keep saying shit and it keeps happening. The only thing I've been wrong on so far is fucking Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan just finds a way to keep winning games. Carson Wentz, cooked, calls it, boom, garbage, get him out of there. Brady, cooked, garbage. Offensive line, garbage. Mike Evans, fuck that guy. There's a whole lot of this hoopla with the Bucks. Now again, the defense is legit. The defense is the only reason why the game was close. But Mike Tomlin knows he's played Tom Brady how many times? And the difference between the Tom Brady's of the past, the Tom Brady's of now, is that Tom Brady's younger, was younger, had better weapons, and could run the ball. The Steelers, they finally returned to winning games. Or winning football. Run the ball, play good defense. You had a rookie quarterback who got hurt. Mitch, he's not a bitch. Trubisky came in. Shout out to Chisel Adonis. And he led them to a victory. I said he was one of my lock-in before I tweak out. Mike Tomlin. I said you gotta inspire your team because they looked defeated against the Bills. Now that will happen because the Bills look like a freaking juggernaut and look like the best team in the AFC.
Facts.
Which is fine. There's no shame in losing to that team. Hell, there's no shame in getting blown out by that team. Look, the Titans got destroyed on Monday Night Football, and now they won 3 straight. So it's like it's okay to get destroyed in Buffalo of all places, but you were home. You stood up. You stood your ground against the GOAT, and you showed winning Steelers football.
That's why he's not GOAT.
Tomlin, man, and then they go. I think they're on the road this week against Miami. Another suspect quarterback situation. I'm not saying Tua is bad, but I'm saying he might not be the guy. There's a whole lot of hoopla. You're on the road. Miami's been giving you a lot of trouble in the past of his historical past. Can you guys ride the ship? Get back to 3-4. You stop the losing streak. Get back to 3-4, and see what's up. See if you can't. I had you guys in the playoffs, the last seed. You gotta prove me right. Prove me right, Mike Tomlin. Prove me right, Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you guys can stand Warner, TJ Watt's gonna come back. So yeah, that'll be all right.
Ain't no problem.
Offensively, I gotta make the quarterback. That's the only thing that's concerning me. You have a fantastic team. Good job winning this game. I needed you guys too because trying to win that NFC South. I need that work.
Good win by the Steelers. I know Kenny Pickett. He was alright. They won it off the defense, and there is turmoil in Tampa Bay. Like that is like when people were complaining about the defense allowing 20 points. Like what? What? Like why are people complaining about the defense for? Oh, they should have had more opportunities and off. Bro, they were horrible in the second half offensively. They were bad in the first quarter as well. Like Tom Brady he had a slow ass start. Like I think he had like back-to-back 3 and outs. Like it was bad. Mike Evans did not dominate the matchup. No, that was easy. He should have ate. Lenny, he should have violated, but they didn't. So, but then everyone's like, oh, you can't doubt Tom Brady. But my man's went to a wedding, bro. On a Friday. We got install on Saturday, or not? We got walkthroughs on Saturday, bro. Like, I'm not questioning his mental fortitude or anything like that. I'm just like, yo, bro, you gotta lock the fuck in, son, before I tweak out, bro. Like, that's it. Get right. That's it, man. Just get right. All right, Panthers and Rams, real quick. I fucking called it. So here's why I fucking called it. So as soon as it happened, as soon as Robbie Anderson, because like the Rams routed, you know what I'm saying? They actually Panthers quarterback Kyler Murray, Geno Smith, y'all can all eat the dick. I'll explain that in a little bit. But yo, we knew the Rams were gonna win. The Rams took care of business. Cool. Everyone knew the Rams were gonna win. That's awesome. My thing was when the thing happened with Robbie Anderson, the coach, the receiver coach. Bro, as soon as that happened, I text my group chat. The group chat consists of me, myself, Natty Babs, and my boy Matt. I was like, yo, bro, he watched him get traded. And as soon as that, bro, 2 days. No, yesterday, he got traded to the Cardinals. One day after it happened. As soon as it happened, I got timestamps. I called it. And 1 day later, it fucking happened. And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, that's cool. Other than that, there's not really much to say about this game. Oh, wait. Why I say fuck the Panthers, Cardinals, Seahawks. We're going to talk about the Cardinals and Seahawks after this. Kyler Murray, so FanDuel blessed the kid. They blessed a lot of people with free bets. I had $20 worth of free bets. I decided, I think I had to use it all on one bet. So I used it all on, it was a little prop, a weekly special. It had every team to score a passing touchdown in the afternoon window. Matthew Stafford, check. Mahomes. Josh Allen, check. Mahomes, check. Who didn't do it? Panthers quarterback almost had it. It got picked off. Her first drive almost had it. I was like, okay, cool. Geno Smith, who's like second in the league in QBR. Like, bro, I think you lead the league in completion percentage. You can't throw one touchdown, my bro. Against
Herbert didn't throw a touchdown either.
Yo, I don't care about Herbert. That's Herbert. He gonna get. We know Herbert. He's top 5. Stop playing. Kyler Murray. We gonna talk about this shit now. Yo, Kyler Murray, I'm seriously concerned. My brother in faith. Why is every time something Call of Duty related? Bro, I literally said this while we was playing Fortnite. Mind you, I play Fortnite every weekend. That's all I do on the weekends, play Fortnite. Bro, I'm gonna go watch Kyler match cheat because we talking about new cards gonna come out. I saw a meme or saw like a stat like every time there's like a Call of Duty update, the Cardinals lose the game. That's not crazy, bro.
And the new Call of Duty is coming out this weekend.
He's a high-end celebrity athlete. He probably gonna get an early copy, bro. That is bad for business.
Well, on Thursday against us.
Let's go Saints, bro. Like, bro, Kyler Murray's been playing horrible football the entire season. They lucked out against the Raiders. They low-key should be 1-5. I don't know. What was the other win they got? Oh, Carolina. Yeah, fuck Baker. Right.
They just lost who fired their coach.
Who just fired their coach. So, like, that's whatever. I know Hollywood being out is a concern, but to compliment it, they got D-Hop back. So, I still have faith in D-Hop. A lot of people do. A lot of people are fans of D-Hop, myself included, Natty Babs included. Can he overcome the dysfunction of Kyler Murray? Because he's proven like, yo, we paid this man way too early. He's a finesser because he finessed the shit out of him. Seahawks are playing extremely good football. This is fuck the Cardinals side. Because, bro, no. This is all about Seattle. Seattle played a hell of a game. Tyreek Woolen. He is a beast. 4th straight game with an interception. That's awesome. Really, I think I saw something like recently Richard Sherman was drafted when he was drafted 4th round. He was drafted Woodland, 4th round, the pick right after. And he has 4 interceptions on the year, just like Richard Sherman did. So that's awesome. Their secondary is actually pretty good. Quandre Diggs, Kobe Bryant, Woolley. That's awesome. Geno Smith not turning the ball over, and they running the ball. Kenneth Walker, the 3rd, beast. I would like to see DK and Tyler Lockett get more. But if they winning games, I'm pretty sure they're not complaining.
Right.
So I think DK dropped a touchdown too. So for me, to be fair.
Shout out to and this is what I was gonna say. You kind of didn't let me say anything with the last segment. But good job by the Rams, obviously, whatever. Fine. Fuck the Rams. The offensive line, they locked in, but Matt Stafford threw a pick 6. Kind of a.
Was that his fault though? Or did the guy take it out of his hands?
No, it was overthrow.
Oh, okay.
Pick 6. I think it's just one of the situations where coaching matters.
Cliff
everybody think like everyone senses knows it's like sage mode where you don't see it but you can feel it. Cliff Kingsbury is coaching for his job at this point.
Hey, you about to get fired.
They make an off season. They make a mid season trade for a receiver, right? They make they think on like yesterday he was like on relief, like he's gonna take a little bit backseat to play calling duties, which if that doesn't scream red flag of I'm basically like about to lose my job, that's it. Kyler Murray, he can't be hero every single week. Like literally, they won the Raiders game because he had to play hero. They could have beat the Eagles, but he kind of like he made him. Kyler Murray made a mistake and slid. They scored they didn't score a defensive touchdown. They scored a block punt. That's how they got to 9. And then they missed the extra point. Fucking Matt Amendola, fucking sucks. But they gave Matt Prater back right in time against the Saints. You know, bro. There's a fucking conspiracy, bro. No, and I'm saying no. Listen,
you feel it, son?
Look at me. There's a fucking conspiracy, bro. Every single bro. D-Hop comes back from suspension from PEDs. Guess who he plays? The Saints. Deshaun Watson. He comes back from his fucking. They play the Texans first, but then the week after, boom, he gets a get right warm up game, and then he plays the Saints. I'm telling you, this the league.
Conspiracies.
Open your eyes, Mark. Think, Mark. Think. Oh man.
Jacking conspiracy.
Shout out to Seattle. They're 3-3. They're about to head over their win total as well. It's like shout out to like the Giants, the Falcons, the Seahawks. Those are the 3 projected worst teams in the league, and I'm talking including the Texans as well. They play well for Lovie Smith. It's like bad teams, they outperforming what they're supposed to be. And the Jets too. They got 5 bad teams, quote unquote. Good coaching, turning things around, and not turn the ball over. And man, the heavyweight fight, Bills at Chiefs. I was looking on the right side of this for now, but then don't turn the ball over. Mahomes, like Kelsey, he ate. I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with Marquez Valdez-Scantling not having 0 points again.
That
it's like 1 week he'll have like 30 or 20, the next he'll have 0. So it's like, damn it.
Who he played? This guy.
Yeah. Oh, I lost the fantasy against Fernell because of Kyler Murray being
back weeks, boy.
Kyler Murray being ass. You had fucking Ramondre Stevenson, right?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't have Stevenson. You had like just people who was like scoring 30. Miles Sanders. And I'm like, well, GG's. I texted him in the middle of the Eagles game, like GG's. But man, I would love to see this matchup again. And it's probably gonna be in Buffalo. And then Buffalo probably gonna poke him by 30. That's just all I got to say. Really, the Bills at home, they make every team look soft, like they're playing on rookie mode. But the fact that they were able to go on the road to a hostile environment and win, like not convincingly, it wasn't the barn burner. It wasn't the 35-31 game everyone was kind of expecting. It was a back and forth, not make mistakes. Boom, boom, bang, 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 boom. Josh Allen, man, MVP. Josh Allen MVP. We said it in the preseason. We was on that train. Josh Allen for MVP, and through 6 weeks, think you gotta give it to him. But shout out to their Chiefs will be fine. 4-2, tied for the lead in their division with the Chargers, but they have the tiebreaker. They play the Niners.
It's gonna be tough, especially if they get healthy. For me though, I think this is about the Chiefs, bro. Bills played excellent. Von Miller played incredible, especially down the stretch. He forced the interception. He forced it. He was a game record through and through the entire time. I just feel like you can't. Like, I know Kelsey is like the ultimate safety blanket, and the same thing with Lamar as well. But he has to like spread the ball a little bit more. Juju had his best game, so shout out to Juju. but they didn't run the ball well. They were trying, so I give them the effort for trying, but the Mahomes threw 2 interceptions, bro. One in the end zone on a forced throw. And it was like, all right, like that's easy points. And then Bucker missing, he made a 60-something yarder, 62, and then he missed like a 50-something. So I'm like, bro, like what? The math not mathing, sir. But it's whatever. I think they're going to bounce. Both teams are good. We might see this again in the playoffs, divisional round, championship game potential. Say a lot. I'm gonna say the Ravens in the championship game. Please don't. Come on now, stop playing. Word. But yeah, I ain't really too worried about both teams. Well, someone had to lose. Someone had to lose. So it happened to be the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But sweet victories. Because fucking called it. They're going for his Cooper Rush to pass the rock. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not good. He is not good. We've been saying this. He is not good. I've been preaching this. If y'all force him to make throws and make passes, especially when you're down, he's gonna lose you the game. And he threw 3 interceptions, 3 of them changs. Jalen Hurts played extremely well. He ain't turned the ball over. They ran the ball effectively, and he threw it when he needed to AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. You can't complain about that. No, sir. Not me. Like, I think with Dak, it gives them an added dimension because the defense can keep playing the way they're playing. I think that if Dak can play 2020 Dak when he had like 5,000 yards and cooking, he wouldn't need to though. But we both agree that Zeke is washed. Zeke is trash. I know he got the touchdown run, impressive, but Tony Pollard needs more touches, bro. He needs them touches, bro. So yeah. So that's honestly.
I think the Cowboys actually would have won if they had Dak. Me personally, I was kind of being bold. I was like, oh, sorry. But yeah, I was like, oh, Cowboys, win the game. They play good defense. Which first half it was 20-3, and then the final score was 26-19 or something like that, 26-17. So it's like the defense, like they handled themselves. They withstood the juggernaut, but the Eagles, man, Jesus fucking Christ, they lead. I don't know what's up with the second quarter. They have the biggest point differential in the second quarter, or any quarter for any team.
Yeah, no, they go crazy.
Like, I don't know what the hell is the second quarter for them is like. All right, let me sit up. let me get right, and it's like, damn. At the same time, it's like they can't close unless the defense makes a play. And Darius Slay, Gardner Johnson, shout out to him. And damn, just that defense is legit. Like they will shut you out. And they're on a bye this week. So it's like, all right, like they have time to get right, get even more healthy. And after the bye, they play the Steelers. So it's an interstate matchup. It's like, damn, they can be 7-0, but I also can say the Steelers can see them winning. So we'll get to that game when we get to it. But I mean, you can't be mad at the Cowboys for being 4-2.
No, you can't.
They weathered the storm with a backup quarterback. Dak's got right. Dak's healthy. He's gonna come against the Lions. Pause, and gonna get right. Hopefully, be great because I need a high scoring game because I need Amon-Ra and DeAndre Swift to go off. Last game, which is not a high scoring game, Chargers, Broncos. We smoking the Hackett packet.
The Hackett packet is crazy.
Fuck Russell Wilson. We want it. We keep saying this every week, and we mean it. We want Russell. We want black quarterbacks to succeed. We want them to succeed. And I was getting into not a debate, not like a yelling, screaming match with my coworker. This is a different coworker. His name is Joshua. He's a Packers fan. I laughed at his face today because he wasn't here yesterday. He wasn't at work yesterday when the Packers lost. If you're hurt, but you play,
no excuse.
You cannot be selective with criticism.
It's only fucking twins, bro. It's only fucking twins.
If you are hurt, but you are playing. You still should be criticized because the first quarter or the first half, he's like 10 for 10, 100 something yards. I'm like, oh shit. All right, there we go. Let Russ cook. Let Russ cook. The rest of the game, he was like 5 for 17. So it's like, I don't know. It's like you can't. Everyone's hurt. It's the NFL. It's week 7. Now it's week 7. Everybody is hurt. Everybody is dealing with something. Nobody is perfectly healthy unless your backups and just don't play. But everybody is dealing with something. Everybody's dealing with something. But if you are playing in the game, that means you are well enough to play. Indeed. And that means you are subject to criticism. Russell Wilson right now is not looking great. He's ass, especially in the second half. And the first half, he has like that beautiful deep shot to I think his name is Patrick or Hamler, one of those two. Beautiful. Caught it. I was like, damn, there we go, Russ. Beautiful deep ball to Jerry Jeudy. Like throwing the ball aside. He was throwing, I was like, okay. Like, there we go. Good shit. And then second half, maybe the Chargers defense cranked it up, but Nathaniel Hackett can't coach. He's coaching over his skis right now, man. He can't make adjustments. Russell Wilson is cooked. And it's big. Maybe it is a hamstring injury that he suffered. Maybe it is a partial torn lat. But if you're playing, you're subject to criticism just like everybody else. Jameis Winston, he was asked for a couple games. He bad back, bad ankle. But he played. And yeah, we criticized him. Like Aaron Rodgers is he had his finger, yeah, but still he gets criticized. Everyone gets criticized. Whether you're healthy or not. As long as you are playing, if you're well enough to play, you're well enough to get criticized. So Russell Wilson, you gotta lock in. I'm not even gonna tweak out because I really don't care. I think Nathaniel Hackett's gonna get fired this year. But you gotta lock in because before the Broncos tweak out.
Yeah. There's a lot of dysfunction in the Broncos right now. Like if you see the body language of the team, like they're like not having a good time. Like, and everyone, and it sucks because everyone like was like, yo, if they had a quarterback, they could win the Super Bowl. Because that defense is allowing like 17, 18 points a game. Like their defense is clamping people up week after week. Justin Herbert, top 5 in my opinion, he threw 57 passes and did not score a touchdown. Or he didn't throw a touchdown. That's insane. There was a boost that had a plus 100 chance for Justin Herbert to score a touchdown. And he did it. That's not crazy? That's insane. I think so. So, like, yo, they got to get right. But, I don't know. Like, I completely agree. This is why we twins. Because I said the same thing to my coworker today, Alonzo. I was like, bro, if you're... And I don't like how as soon as he loses, it's something else. Because last week when he lost, it was a shoulder. Now when he lost, it was a hamstring. I don't like that trend. I don't like that. If you're playing, you are healthy. Everybody, it's the NFL in week 6. We are third way to the season. We have people just now getting bye weeks. Everyone is hurt. Everybody's hurt. And bro, week 2, Justin Herbert broke his ribs. He's been dealing with broken ribs. Alvin Kamara, broken ribs. And they're still playing. So, freaking Dalvin Cook dislocated his shoulder.
Barkley, shoulder.
Yeah. Like, bro, people are still playing. So, that's not an excuse. Nobody give me that bullshit where if he's playing, he's not playing well. No, doesn't matter. Does not matter at all.
Because it's double-sided. Because if he's playing well and he's hurt, he's lighting the league on fire and he's still hurt. Oh my! He gets more praise for being hurt, but he's playing, but he's doing well. But he's doing bad. You can't have it both ways. It can't be a double.
Exactly. You can't have it both ways. So, and in the Chargers, I think they're a great team. Don't get me wrong. The defense stepped up tremendously. That muff punt in the overtime was basically sealed the game for them. Their offense is going to get right. I think when Keenan Allen comes back, they're going to have another dimension because Parham, big as shit. They were saying he's 6'8".
Yeah.
Bro, he is 6'8". He's playing the wrong sport, my brother. But, hey, if you're the biggest dude out there, he's cooking. Mike Will did not get involved as much as I thought he was going to get involved, but Pat Surtain is that guy. Pat Surtain is a pretty good corner. Top 5. I think right now he's top 5. So he's gonna get right. I think they're on a bye. So
Oh,
get oh no, Hopkins is just hurt. My fault. I have the kicker on my team. He's just hurt. But I think they're gonna get right. I think
it's the Seahawks this week.
Play the Seahawks.
Then they have
a bye. So Keenan Allen might play. They might just like, yo, Mike out, rock to after the bye, fully healthy. So I ain't worried. 4-2 is still 4-2. For me, 4-2 is still 4-2. But you know, you can't really get too mad at that. But yeah, that's insane. We're a third of the way through the season. This shit going about too fast. I ain't gonna lie, because February is literally right there. I'm like, yo, you're gonna make me cry, son.
Well, this makes me feel like so like productive, because you know, like I took a nap after work today because there was no sports. So I was like, I can take a nap. But it's like I just gotta get through today. Because then Wednesday we talk about the upcoming games, and then with Thursday Night Football, Friday is Friday, Saturday college football, Sunday's like NFL. So it's like we just gotta get through today. You get to this show, ladies and gentlemen. You get to the week 6, you get the week 6, week 7, whatever the review show is, whatever week the review is, Tuesday nights. Hopefully we make your nights better. And yeah, it is going by fast, but we just gotta cherish the moments and get back, because we got a lock in before we tweak out. Going 6-8.
Yeah, no, we gotta lock in. Yeah,
we
gotta lock in. We gotta lock the fuck in. So yeah, we're gonna put ourselves on this list. We gotta lock the fuck in before we tweak out. Because you're right, 6-8. We owe that to the people. We owe it to the people.
We got a packed show tomorrow. We got 2 guests. We got confirmed one of them. They said they both down. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's week 6 NFL review, recap, analysis. There was no fantasy questions. So hey, fantasy too is like, hey, whatever your team is 3-3, 2-4, if you happen to be 1-5 or 0-6,
it's not over.
It's still a chance. Do not quit. Don't sell your team to everybody. No, don't quit, because you can go on a run like any team in the NFL. Any given Sunday, any given matchup. Like, you got this. So we got this. Hey, we're going to bounce back from our losses.
That's it.
And that's it. So I'm Natty Bats. Natty Babs, that's Shabazztv. See you guys tomorrow with week 7. Turns around. We turn the page to week 7. Picks, spreads, predictions, fantasy football advice. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace.
It's funny, I know about it. Certain to somebody, sometime. And still be a nobody. Feel like you're somebody, sometime.